Hey everyone, welcome back to Digital Cruncher. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to check if your Windows PC has been hacked or compromised. Whether you're worried about suspicious activity or just want to be cautious, this step-by-step guide will help you determine if someone is accessing your system without your permission. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more tech tips and tutorials. Now, let's get started. Step 1. Close all browsers. First things first. Before we begin the process, you'll need to close all web browsers. The reason for this is that browsers tend to keep a lot of connections open in the background, which can create unnecessary noise when checking for suspicious activity. So, if you're using Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Firefox, or any other browser, go ahead and close them now. For example, if I'm using Google Chrome, I'll simply close the window. Once all browsers are closed, we can move on to the next step. Step 2. Open Command Prompt as administrator. Now that all browsers are closed, the next thing we'll do is open Command Prompt with administrator privileges. This will allow us to run system-level commands to check for any suspicious connections. Click on the Start menu and type CMD in the search bar. Right-click on Command Prompt from the search results and select Run as Administrator. It's important that you run it as an administrator, so you have the right permissions to monitor your system. Once Command Prompt is open, you'll be ready to run the next command. Step 3. Run the command to check connections. With Command Prompt open as an administrator, we'll now run a specific command to check the active connections on your computer. This will allow us to see if any foreign IP addresses are connected to your machine. Type the following command in the Command Prompt window, netstat-ano, press Enter. This command will show you a list of all active connections on your computer, including both local and foreign addresses. You'll also see the PID, process ID, associated with each connection. Step 4. Identifying suspicious connections. Now, after running the command, you'll see a table with several columns. The most important one for us is the foreign address column. This column lists IP addresses that are connected to your computer from outside. Look for any established connections under the state column. These are active, ongoing connections. If you see a foreign IP that looks unfamiliar or suspicious, take note of it. Copy the suspicious foreign IP address by selecting it in the command prompt and right-clicking to copy it. Step 5. Look up the foreign IP address. Next, we're going to identify where this foreign IP address is coming from. This will help you determine if it's a legitimate service or something more sinister. Open your browser and search for IP location in Google. Click on one of the IP lookup tools, such as whatismyip.com or iplocation.net. Paste the copied IP address into the search box on the site and hit Enter. This will tell you the country, ISP Internet Service Provider, and sometimes even the organization behind the IP address. For example, if the result shows something like Microsoft Corporation, it's probably not a threat. But if it shows an unfamiliar service, it might be worth investigating further. Step 6. Cross-check the process ID in Task Manager. To be even more certain about whether the foreign connection is legitimate or not, you can cross-check the process ID, PID, with the processes running on your system. Here's how. Right-click on the taskbar and choose Task Manager from the menu. Go to the Details tab at the top. Click on the PID column to sort the processes by their process ID. Find the PID that matches the one you saw in the command prompt next to the suspicious IP address. If the corresponding process is something like svcost.x or another common system process, it's likely harmless. But if you see an unfamiliar or suspicious file name, it could indicate malicious activity. Step 7. Investigate further or take action. If you do find a suspicious process running on your system, you have a couple of options. End the process. Right-click on the suspicious process in Task Manager and select End Task to stop it from running. Run a malware scan. Use a trusted antivirus or anti-malware program to scan your system for potential threats. Change passwords. If you suspect that your computer has been hacked, it's a good idea to change your passwords for any sensitive accounts as a precaution. And there you have it. That's how you can check if your Windows PC has been hacked by tracking suspicious connections and identifying potential threats. Remember, if you notice anything out of the ordinary, don't hesitate to investigate further. If this video helped you out, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Digital Cruncher for more tech tutorials and cybersecurity tips. Thanks for watching and stay safe online.